Hello guys, this is the first community letter in a while. I'm currently in California, and for those who are new, I've created the Woo Woman community 1.5 years ago. At that time, I lived in New York, and this year was really turbulent. I was back in China, and I was traveling all over the world, and if you've been on this list for a while, I believe you've received letters from China and different parts of the world. So I really want to connect, and I really want to share my passion for movement and obviously my expertise with you guys. And in the very beginning, people would connect with me, and they would always want to take my class. And because I was constantly traveling with film productions and performances, I really couldn't accommodate any physical experience. And this is how I transitioned into the online experience. But also with time, I started thinking of how inauthentic at times the whole structure of online education is becoming. So it really took a while for me to understand how can I do it so I'm still in integrity with my inner artist. I feel life is constantly speeding up, and if before I did 3 segments of the new movement, then now I feel it's more important to remind you what can you do to remind yourself of being present. This is my office for the next couple of days, and I am really inspired to be productive. Nature heals me in a very special way. Okay, so the movement is called the pole or the root. Many of you know it because it's one of the Tai Chi basics, and also for those who took my course, you would of course recognize it. Today I would like to try it in a different way. What if we're in the sitting position? It doesn't necessarily need to look so meditative. You can just be sitting. Then imagine you hug a tree, but not really exactly hugging a tree. It's at this point your chest is more open than it would be if you were actually hugging a tree. The trick, and okay, the word trick, I'm not sure if it's the right word actually. The interesting part is your hands are fully turned on, but at the same time they are completely relaxed. Try to do it and just observe how does it feel. It's very interesting. When I trained in China for the World Championships, I was at the school called Shichahai. It's the same school from which Jet Li was graduated. They kept screaming at me, Fan Chuan, Fan Chuan, and I was like, what do you mean? Because Fan Chuan means relax. And I was like, I'm trying so hard, I'm barely moving, but at the same time I try to charge a hat and do very fast transitions, but they're screaming relax at me. With time, I understood that it's a very interesting thin line when you are powerful and relaxed. And I feel this part of the root exercise are helping us to train this. So what I'm asking you to do is try it, and if you feel excited and inspired, send me a picture of it. Many more interesting things ahead. As you see my setup, I'm working on Shenfa, mini book on Shenfa, the force without definition, this very interesting phenomena that doesn't really have a direct translation to English language, nor to any language actually. And I've been fascinated by this phenomena for all my life, and I am finally consistently working on the material about it. As for the letters, we're on every Friday, Yes It Becoming, this series, and I'm wishing you a great weekend, and I'm wishing you to be inspired. And you know, if you're not inspired, but there's still things you're working towards, do them anyway. Do them for yourself. I believe in you. You're a woman.